Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new video. Today we are guessing the undercover DEA agent out of the actors. So basically there are 5 actors and 1 real undercover DEA agent, right? My mission today is to guess who it is before they do. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Hey, welcome back to my show. Today we're doing Guess the DEA Agent. We have 4 actors and 1 currently active DEA agent, and we're gonna...
Out of first impressions, okay. Hawaiian shirt, come on. This motherfucker is screaming DEA agent. What the fuck? Come on, let's continue.
Let's try and figure out who it is. All right, first round we're going off looks. Let's try and figure out who we think the DEA agent is. I have my guess, number 4 in the Hawaiian shirt. Number 4. Pretty obvious. I don't know if we have to keep doing this video at all.
I mean, it's like, I feel like these 2 lovely gentlemen right here are what you think of on when a TV show casts a DEA agent. I'd expect them to look like these 2.
100%.
Actors.
Also, that second guy, I overheard him be like, does my hair look good?
DEA agents never care about their hair.
Never. Boom. Actors do. Yeah. I'm going number 4. Lawrence, what do you think?
Honestly, I agree with number 4 right away, because he just have the off-duty cop outfit on from head to toe. It's nuts. He doesn't look you in the eye either, so you know he about his business.
Wait, can I watch this?
Oh my God, look at the death stare.
Too handsome, pink shirt, weird shoes. It's number 4.
So we're all in agreement.
Yes.
Number 4?
But, I mean, at the same time, he's so nonchalant and obvious that it might actually not be him. I think if it's not him, it's gonna be number 1 right here. He is very handsome. He also looks like he was casted on Breaking Bad as a handsome DEA agent, but
Or like an expert, on-set expert to verify the information.
Women can vote, but are they allowed in the DEA?
I hope not, for the country's sake.
Whoa! Okay. We're gonna move on to the intro round, okay? Okay, I'm locking in 4. I agree. I think it could be number 1.
With number 1, my problem is like, if I were to cast a DEA agent, it would be him.
I'm just looking at the faces, and 4 don't look happy to be here.
he could just be an Oscar-worthy performance.
No, you can tell he's thinking about the crime that he could be catching.
He's thinking about the drug bust that's happening right now.
His smile is too charming.
Number 3?
You brush your teeth regularly, don't you? Something a DEA agent wouldn't have time to do.
Okay, let's go down the line. Number 1, what is your name and where are you from?
My name is Wayne. I am from lots of places, but I grew up back east outside DC.
What? DC, that's a DEA city.
This is my 25th year and final year. I'm retiring next year.
How old are you?
49.
You're retiring at 49. I think it's him all of a sudden. I don't know, he sounded too composed from DC. He's retiring this year, so he's like, yeah, I'll go do a YouTube video and talk about the DEA.
That does add up.
Okay, number 2, what is your name and where are you from?
Carol Harris. Okay. I've lived all over in the performance of my duties, but I live in Los Angeles County right now.
Performance, he's an actor.
That sounded like he said that in the mirror 10 times today.
You could hear him practicing his lines.
He even changed the tone. My name is Carol.
His smile makes my heart flutter as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Number 2 is just not a DEA agent. I don't know. It just... Something tells me that motherfucker is not a DEA agent.
How many years did you do in the DEA?
4 years.
What were you doing before that, Carol?
Spent 30 years in the Marine Corps Reserve.
They're good, bro.
30 years in the reserve is a long time.
Damn.
Like, you're not gonna do nothing?
Number 3, what is your name and where are you from?
David Simonik. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland now, born in Racine, Wisconsin. Thus the accent a bit.
David, how many years did you do in the DEA?
I've been in the DEA 3 years.
Wow, these are some older guys who joined the DEA later in life.
Well, number 4, what is your name? Where are you from?
I'm Mark Gallen from Cerritos, California.
Mark.
DEA agent.
How long have you been in the DEA?
Too long. 37 years due to 2 divorces.
Okay.
Do you hear the answers? This man is his man. We've got our guy.
It's him.
Asked him his career history and he told us about his divorces.
Number 5, what is your name? Where are you from?
Eve Parza, Tehran, Iran.
Smash.
Wait, hold on. Say that again. What is your name?
Eve Parza.
That motherfucker is so random.
Christmas Eve, the day before, gotcha.
Eve, where are you from?
Tehran, Iran.
Oh, Shema Irani Astin.
Bale.
Okay. Listen, I hate to be that guy, but if she's from Iran, Could she get hired to work in the DEA?
It'd be really hard.
Yeah, good point.
Listen, I'm gonna call it like it is. It'd be hard.
It would be really hard. Like, yeah. Now, I have two motherfuckers that I know that are actors. It is number 2 and number 5. The woman, even when I was watching her while they were talking, the way she was looking at the sky and things, she was thinking about the answer she was gonna say. But yeah.
Hard for her to get hired as a DEA agent.
Maybe that's exactly why they hired her.
No, exactly. But no, Persians don't do drug trade. You know, they get hired by the U.S. government for like, you know, revolution in Iran and whatever, like shit up over there. But drugs, I don't know about that.
Do you have U.S. citizenship?
Of course.
Who gave it to you?
The United States of America.
I like that. I like that. Mark, Eve, Wayne, solid. Carol, I don't know. David, David, we gotta get him in a
I don't know how he's saying Eve is solid.
play.
Yeah.
We got a little intro based on that. How we feeling?
It's Mark.
It's right.
It's number 4.
I'm doubling down. I think it's Mark.
Mark has seen things.
Look at him. He's always looking off in the distance, thinking about. Okay, let's do this. Let's have you guys tell us one by one your biggest drug bust. Okay, we'll start with Wayne at the top.
So I was in Pensacola, resident agent in charge in Pensacola. So we had 2 brothers we tracked. It was a 2-year investigation. Long story short, a California boy was mailing them meth and dope, and they were mailing him cash. So it was conspiracy to distribute
Entrepreneurs.
controlled substances across state lines. And then it was also money laundering because they were putting it into accounts back here in California.
It took you 2 years to find that out?
Well, I mean, there's different investigations going on, so you're kind of
Yeah, it's
piecing
not that
it all
big of a
together.
case.
And then it gets to the point where most of our job, we're criminal investigators, and so most of it's just putting the evidence together.
On a personal level, are you against what they did, or are you kind of like, man, it sucks I have to arrest you guys because it's pretty cool?
Well, no, because I know where the drugs were going in Pensacola, what they were doing with it, and it's devastating lives. Anyway, so that was a personal case. And what was fun about it was I got to work with the IRS investigative services and the USPS investigative services, and those were organizations I hadn't really worked much with. So being my case, I got to do a lot of coordination between California local drug task enforcement.
Here's the thing, Wayne. My concern is you had fun working with the IRS. That is a flag.
Because that actually is a flag, though, because I feel like most of the time.
Good point, motherfucker. I was about to bring that up. Motherfucker, even in movies and series, they always portray like that. For a reason, motherfucker. They don't like working with each other. But yeah.
People hate when the other agencies get involved.
Yes.
But without each other, I mean, we're always working with each other. ATF, FBI.
We'll find out right now. This is not from personal experience, but if I were to say I want a quarter of tree, how many grams is that?
10 ounces.
See, not even close. 7 grams, people. This man's not a DEA agent.
Damn.
But you're a drug dealer.
I said not from personal experience.
Carol, your biggest drug bust. Or regular bust, whichever you want to tell.
My case, Sinaloa cartel. I'm in the Midwest.
What the fuck is these pauses? Why the fuck is he pausing? This motherfucker is reading a script.
They're using tractor trailers for cover loads to bring out the drugs and to bring back the money.
Somebody write the script down right now.
Hey, somebody call Netflix. He's taking pauses.
We popped a couple, pinched them good.
Wait, hold on, bro. There's no way.
Okay, go ahead.
We're on their phone so we know what's happening. Case is progressing well. Local drug task force 1 state over pinching somebody and they flip into us. So before they could take down and ruin our case, and we have to drop all our phones, we realize we're coming at each other. Instead of going blue on blue, we go arrest everybody. Immediately flip the cartel's main guy in my AOR.
What's his name?
What was craft services that day?
There was only Fritos on the table.
Damn, they got him.
After he flips, I spend the next 2 weeks with him. We work up. I bring in another 38 keys. We seize millions, make multiple arrests. It was a good hit.
Can I see your palms? Let's see if you wrote any of that down. No, you didn't.
It's here. It's all here. I'm Fate with a badge and a gun. That's real.
Okay, well, that's fake.
That's another
That is so fucking fake.
Yo, that Law and Order ass line.
I've had women have more believable orgasms with me than that story right there.
All right, David.
Here we go.
I can't wait to hear this one.
Buckle up.
What's the story? Biggest drug bust of your career?
It was 7 grams, to believe it or not. I work more on the domestic side than the drug bust, accidentally throughout that case, because the woman did become a friend of mine. Funny that you tell those stories.
Get it in, dog.
And so the case got thrown out because I found the grams in her purse.
The woman you were seeing?
I saw her after that, yeah. She got busted, but it was dropped because I'm the one that let her off, and that kind of led to the incident.
You let her off? Why'd you let her off?
I picked the drugs out of the purse, and I touched it with before any incident. So I was the one that reported she's got drugs on it with it in my hand.
So you just admitted to a crime?
I admitted to a crime because I was domestically helping her, taking her kids away, and the purse dumped out, and so it was.
I don't think you should admit to this because there's a real DEA agent here.
David, have you ever witnessed like a drug deal take place before?
Yeah, right now it is between number 3 and number 4. We'll need to hear the story of number 4 before we make our judgment.
For the distance, again, I deal with domestic side of things.
We're off in the distance, right? You're the drug dealer. I just want you to show me how would you give me the drugs?
What drug do you want?
Yeah, this guy is good.
So,
judge,
I'm gonna send you down the block. There's a dispensary 2 blocks. Go there.
He's
you
a
got an
good
ID.
son of a
You
bitch.
okay?
He makes good points.
I wanted to see like how you.
It's 2023.
Okay, fine. All right. I want some cocaine then.
Well, cocaine would have been signed. We wouldn't have just met. So we're calling on the phone before getting here. So you're throwing everything right here. Well, I don't have a situation for that.
He's choking.
Lawrence, you gotta do that again, but with the real DEA agent, aka Mark.
I just wanted to see the interaction, if he was gonna slap the drugs into my hand.
White people get nervous anytime anybody does this, so it's not his fault.
Okay, Mark. Sorry to keep you. I know you probably have to go bust some drugs. Tell us the story of your biggest drug bust.
It's not so much the biggest as the most entertaining. We were serving a subpoena for misdemeanor marijuana. This is years ago, so it was still a crime. And we pull up to this guy's house, and he sees us and bolts into his house, goes up into his attic, falls through, exposing a lot of cocaine. So a misdemeanor probably would have been working on the freeway on a Saturday, Sunday, to 10 years in federal prison for cocaine.
Take notes. That's how you tell a real story.
Because he lived it. Because it is a real story.
Well, I do have the picture on my desk because it was
the picture of him falling through the
just of a bunch of bricks
Exactly.
with a guy with a bunch of white
That's so
dust and
Is it a black guy?
nope.
I have a question. So if you have that photo on your desk, you walk into a drug bust, the first thing you think of is, hold on, I gotta take a picture of this. Can you stay right there? And you took the photo? Or how did this photo happen?
He said, listen up, Pensacola. Got you for life.
So were you one of the first guys, you saw him fall through the ceiling yourself?
Saw and heard and backed up.
That must have been hilarious.
There's a saying, you catch the dumb ones.
So actually the question is, if he would have just not ran.
He would have had a subpoena for a misdemeanor.
How long ago was this?
8, 10 years ago.
So he's still in prison?
Nobody's in prison anymore.
Oh, he's out.
Everybody's out.
Okay, you hear that's spoken like a real DE agent because he's pissed off at the system.
Eve, tell us the story of your biggest drug bust.
Well, the one that really comes to mind is the notorious Malek Mohammed Shahi, very
so
famous
believable.
Iranian drug trafficker globally. He's probably responsible for at least 400 kilograms of cocaine, amphetamines, and heroin globally. The problem is that he manufactured it and he needed a big outlet. So I was fortunate enough to be able to get recruited for that.
Recruited by whom?
Well, I'm a special agent, so.
Oh, you went undercover.
I went undercover, yes.
Persians don't sell or do cocaine, they do opium.
Well, unfortunately, since, as you know, Baluch, Iran is on the border, which is more toward Pakistan. So.
How long ago was this?
Very recently, as a matter of fact, 2019.
Doesn't make sense. You couldn't talk about an undercover mission if it's that recent.
Actually, no, because it's been in the paper and he just got sentenced.
Yeah, but you couldn't come out and reveal your identity unless at least I think 20 years have to pass.
How do you know this?
I looked it up, so that doesn't make any sense. You could talk about an undercover mission that you were a part of that recent.
Well, I'm here.
I just made that up. I wanted to see what you would do. I have no idea. Okay, off of that, David did 3 years in New York and studied acting. Probably NYU.
I was thinking an acting coach off Craigslist.
Or that. No, Carol has an acting coach off Craigslist. Carol was pausing between every sentence as to add some sort of like bravado. Wayne, I don't know. Wayne, Mark, and Eve to me.
Eve, really?
Eve, I'm about to say, Malik Mahaha.
Welcome back to That's Racist.
Yeah, no, I don't buy Eve's story whatsoever. Recruited undercover to the Middle East to busted the biggest drug dealer.
And is now here in this room. She literally read a Wikipedia article.
Wait, hold on. You're so right.
She said her face was plastered all over the place. I've never seen Eve anywhere.
So you don't think it's Eve at all? Are you cool with the fact that it could be Wayne?
It's either Wayne or Mark.
Yeah.
Wayne does have a genuine sternness about him. Like I think he's getting almost pissed off.
But Wayne gave me energy where like he practiced his story so many times. He really wanted to get it out. Like we were cutting him up and he was like, no, but wait, there's more lines in my story.
He might just be a stern guy and a solid dude that has a personality of a DEA agent, but is an actor.
Also, I feel like people who work for the federal government, not to be like that, but like they're not always happy. They're just like, oh man, I did this. And that's what Mark is giving off. Mark is giving off like 37 years ruined my life.
But he might just be like that solid of a actor.
If it's not Mark, I'll be so impressed by Mark.
If it's not Mark, then who would it be? If it's David, I am gonna lose my Zoom in on me. If it's David or Carol, this is the last episode on my channel. We're done.
Yeah. I will say though, that's a good point because I feel like most DEA agents, they don't age well particularly.
Mark's gorgeous.
2 marriages and 30 years in the...
Like I said, it is between 4 and 3. The 4 motherfucker is very believable. If he pulls this off, then yeah. But still, I'm not locking it in.
That's a federal force.
Which one was worse?
I haven't left the force.
We found our guy.
Okay, let's start with Eve this time and tell us about the most dangerous day you had on the job.
Well, it was during breakfast with our illustrious Mohammed, and he was there to celebrate because I was, like I said, my boyfriend, who was recruited as the DEA, I was the girlfriend, and basically he started getting a little bit nervous at the meeting, and so he started testing my background. He brings out a goat head.
Oh, so LeBron was there.
With the eyes, everything ready to go. And he says, I think we should celebrate. He says, and you're Iranian, here's the goat head, go make breakfast. And only an Iranian would know what that meant.
Mohammed makes you make a goat head for breakfast. What do?
I make a goat head for breakfast.
When you gave the goat head, did you enjoy the goat cheese?
You're talking the actual just head and the brains and the eyes. So there could have been 2 meanings to that. Subconsciously, he could have been telling me something else, which I think that's what he was.
So how was it dangerous?
When they finally negotiated the amount of money, we're talking several 100 kilograms of drugs coming to the United States. It was a big deal, or else he would not have been there.
And you were there while this is happening?
Well, I was cooking breakfast. I'm the liaison. I'm the money person. I'm the one who's transferring the money. And
so then what happened? What was the, did things escalate? Did things escalate? What happened?
Because I flubbed up when we were doing the calculations. Instead of doing tomans, I started counting in reals.
Honest mistake, yeah. We all been there.
Everybody knows.
Eve, it sounds like if you made that mistake, you would not be with us.
Well, I'm here now. So basically, I was able to get through that and get through the mistakes, and offered him the as like a little peace offering to let him know that everything was cool. I let him eat the eyes of the goat first.
Listen, it's bull. Here's why. Because if you're a DEA agent undercover and you're sent to be around someone who's moving like the biggest drug dealer in Iran, massive bust,
they would only trust men.
Damn.
I agree.
I was gonna say, you're probably one of the most highly trained individual in the world, right? No way you're fucking up something that little. To be in that room, you must be one of the most trained individual on the planet and you're missing up the goat head, you would know exactly what to do, how to do it, and how to get it done, and you'd be trained for it.
Yeah, can we save Mark for last, because his story's real?
His story's gonna be crazy. Yeah, you're right. We're gonna save Mark. Yeah, all right, David, let's hear it.
Mine is being shot at. Again, I deal with domestic. And so taking a person, a woman, and their 2 children, a baby and a child, out of the situation, moved away. The man got loose, grabbed a gun, and fired it at everybody. And I thought it was at me, of course, because it's happening in my ear still, in the vision. But we're safe. The women are fine.
So, David, where did this happen? Where did this take place?
This is just outside of Santa Monica.
Oh, wow. I'm never going back there. Europe. What time was this?
Early morning, about 5 a.m.
Oh, did you arrest the person?
I didn't. I was taking care of the women and children.
How many gunshots were fired?
Dozens as I heard them, but I was out of there with the wife and children.
Dozens of gunshots?
Yeah, I don't know. I left. That's my job, is to take the domestic part away from the scene so that they can have a life.
What street?
Oh, 5th and was it California?
I just want to say thank you for your service.
What happened after?
Yeah, we tried to find a facility for them right away.
And then what'd you do after that?
I went back to work, recording the information.
Let's get to our boy Carol.
All right, Carol. Most dangerous day in the life of a DEA agent.
Anytime you're arresting somebody, likelihood of them having weapons along with drugs and not being in a proper state of mind is there. I do have one that stands out that you'll like.
Bro, if you get an acting gig off this show, I need to be there.
06 in the morning. The lights just coming up, small house.
6 a.m.
We breach the door, we get to the back. I remember this one because it's pretty unique. The guy's in bed with his girlfriend and a small child, which stands out in my mind. He has an AK-47. I hear the clip go in just as I come to the door. Typically people immediately respond and comply with commands. He didn't. He freaked, he screamed. He had the weapon by his side and the child and the spouse there. And it was probably only about 30 seconds.
I will stop him there. Put yourself in that situation. You have your fucking wife, you have your fucking kid in the same bed. Motherfucker, are you gonna risk them getting shot? Imagine your fucking kid, your fucking life. He's right next to you. The first thing you do is hold an AK-47. Doesn't seem very plausible, does it?
Where he literally screamed and looked at the weapon and shook his hands looking at us while we were giving the commands.
What commands are you giving him?
Sit, stay.
We're telling him to put his hands higher. He's looking at the weapon and shaking and doing this.
Was he black?
Yes.
What cop do you know that sees somebody, especially a black guy, load an AK-47?
Puts the clip in, and you're still like, let's use our words.
Yeah, say, wait a second, I don't know.
I heard the clip as I approached the door to this room. I didn't see him put it in.
Didn't he just say, yeah, this motherfucker is fumbling. He just said he was holding it, he heard the clip, and then he said he was holding his hands up. Yeah.
And I saw the weapon laying next to him.
But that's the thing, I've seen cameras. As soon as you hear that, y'all just start shooting.
Carol's a good guy, though.
Carol's a good guy. So you heard the clip from outside the bedroom door, from outside the home?
I'm in the home, I approach a hallway, first door to the left, bedroom. Bed on that end, door here. I can see him. I hear the clip as I come to the door.
But here's my point. If you're walking up to the door and you hear the clip, right? And then you open the door and he no longer is holding the gun, that doesn't make sense. Did he put the clip in and then set the gun down?
I think he did.
End scene.
Okay, but go ahead, finish the story.
We're screaming police, so I brace at the door jam because I have some cover. We give the commands. Eventually his hands come a little higher. I go and grab and wrap him up. It stands out in my head because he thought about it. Typically the people just immediately respond, get on the deck, do what we tell them. He thought about it and he almost got killed for it.
So he thought about it, y'all shoot or whatever, you missed.
We didn't shoot him. We arrested him and everyone lived.
Can you take it from the top? And this time I want tears. I want tears.
Okay, last but not least, Wayne, tell us your story.
Serving a no-knock warrant on a drug dealer who we know is armed. Our CI has given us the layout of his place. He served 20 years before. He's an older guy. So our team goes up to the door. I'm the battering ram, so I have the ram. I bust open the door. My shields go in. Our criminal informant didn't tell us there was a second door that had a deadbolt on it. My shield's yelling door. Meanwhile, we're yelling, police, show your hands, please show your hands, because he doesn't know who we are. We just busted in without knocking. But then we can't see him because there's a door there. We hear yelling back, I'm not going back to prison. So we get up to the door, and I got to get back up in front to ram the second door. Shots start coming through, and he's shooting at us. And so at that point, he's shooting right as I'm ramming the door open. The door busts open. I feel something stinging on my ear. Drop the ram, drop to my knee, grab my gun. Meanwhile, my stack is shooting. The door's open. He has 2 Dobermans. He's yelling attack. I'm on the ground on my knees. The Doberman's coming right at me, gritting its teeth. Pop, pop, take that dog out. Meanwhile, we're all shooting at him, and then it's over.
You said we yelled police, not DEA?
Yeah, it's just simple. I mean, are they going to know what DEA? And police are part of the task force. It's a team.
If he was acting, I don't think you would come on and talk about shooting dogs, because that's a sensitive topic. You wouldn't just say that if you were lying.
And I just feel like Wayne's a better actor than the other two.
Motherfucker is
Also,
lying.
if you look at the fit, the people who tried hard, Carol, David, Eve, all dressed up for this, to play a DEA agent. Wayne and Mark didn't, especially Mark. It's Mark's day off.
Mark does not give
like
a
the most fun to get
fuck.
a beer. I mean, he's got stories for days.
Yeah.
Wayne's great. It could be Wayne.
It could be Wayne.
Wayne might be like a cop.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. He might be a cop, and he has his stories add up, but they're not DEA.
We still need to hear Mark's story.
Yeah, we saw Mark.
Oh, okay, Mark, tell us the most dangerous story on the job.
Well, first, I want to say that I might be the short one here, but not a whole lot goes over my head. I got your give goat head inference immediately.
Yeah, that's a DEA agent. He doesn't miss a beat.
I guess the most dangerous was I was at Sunset Station Casino, Henderson, Vegas area, and I was meeting with a guy. We had a precursor for meth that we were going to sell, but I wanted to feel this guy out first, so I had him meet me at the casino bar in the middle of the casino, It's public. Not a whole lot of bad can happen with there's a couple cameras in casinos. So as I'm sitting there talking with this guy, he's a cartel member. My cover was supposed to be playing slot machines across there, keeping an eye on us. And across the bar, I see 3 cops from the LA area that we had worked on a task force together, and they're drinking. I think it's a bachelor party thing or whatever. And one of these knuckleheads comes up and says, "Hey, Mark, are you still with the agency?" Oh. And so I just gave him this look, and I think he sobered up real quick, and he's like walks away, and this cartel guy is like, "What's this agency shit?" And I said, thinking fast. I said, "Well, I worked for a temp agency. They provide loads for my trucking company. That's how I'm able to move your stuff back and forth." And I thought I was going to be shot right there in my seat. I'm here.
See, now that is a true story.
That was awesome.
I love you, Mark.
Mark, that was sick.
That was dope.
I know it's Mark, but I hope in everything in me it's David.
I think it's Mark, and Wayne he's a cop.
Yeah.
He was an ex-cop, perhaps, and so he's using the truth to tell a lie.
He's not
I think
a cop.
all of Wayne's stories are probably true. He's just not in the DEA.
Yeah,
all right.
it's Mark.
Are we all
It's number
in
4.
alignment? Voting Mark?
Yeah.
No need to vote at all?
I don't think so.
We have Mark as the DEA agent. Will the real DEA agent please step forward?
Imagine him not being the cop.
You guys are f***ing with us so hard.
No.
Oh my God.
No!
No.
No!
I was about to say imagine.
What?
Yeah, I
You
was
had no idea.
fuck.
Those stories are real, fellas. The hair thing was a distraction. You bit hook, line, and sink on the hair thing.
That was good! Okay, before we get to you, Carol, first of all, Mark, none of that was real.
No, I was not. Well, I was at that bar in Sunset Station.
Okay, that's enough. None of that was real except for what you see at the casino.
How the fuck is...
And even that, there was nobody there.
He was just at the slots.
And then Carol, all your stories were real.
100%.
On a day's work, baby. Good night.
But they don't make sense. Well, it's been your boy, flaco, and I'm out.